Hey guys, FrozenStag here, and welcome back. We are probably approaching the, I guess, the last episode, really. I mean, we could, like, just plow on, take Angmar, and then sit and build up and do some stuff off camera, but I don't know if I really want to. I'm kind of, I don't know, we'll see. Possibly, we'll see. So there may be a epilogue episode to this, but don't know yet. We'll see. Oh, I was trying to bribe Khazad-Dûm. That doesn't work. Not. This is just when they bribe it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd rage quit if they bribe Khazad-Dûm. No, I would just lose my shit. Yeah, what? Ridiculous. I hope both can lead night battles. I'm pretty sure you can. If not, give him the bloody trait. Dwarven besiege, really? Who's besieged that? Sorry, I'm gonna have to have a look. Oh, Dale and the Anduin. Oh, that's interesting. It was a... Oh, is there another fucking settlement? I haven't taken... That's not a fucking settlement, of course there is. So the Dooms that hasn't bloody spawned. Right, let's just leave a bunch of the... Let's leave the buggers just behind. We've got way too many of the buggers, so let's just... Barketta, of course. Last bloody settlement left. No, you fucking moron. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, never in a million years is that happening. Oh, I can't take it because Barland did something stupid. No fucking way. Please be a night fighter, please be a night fighter, please be a night fighter. Aha! Yes, he is. Perfect. Right, Angmar's dead. We'll take that next turn. Actually, can we get there in... Oh, we can. No, I don't feel... I won't do it. Instruction report, recruitment report, diplomatic information. Durin has gone toward yard 9. How the fuck has that happened? No idea. Breeze allied with... perfect. That's amazing. Right. Let's do some battles. Let's do this. Let's take Furos. I could just auto-resolve it, but I'm gonna do it. For the sake of the continuity, I suppose we'll carry on. As tempted as it might be to click auto-resolve, I'm not going to. We're gonna carry on. We're gonna just go on. So many fucking ballasts, is just hilarious at this point. You know what, just yeah, let's go.
The gates are down! The gates are down!
That's gone. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead. We have sent the cur to hell.
Let's go into a good big giant cluster for me, guys. Yeah, focus on the Angmar infantry over that. They're all hiding against the walls. You think that would save you? Nonsense. Huskarls are all merged together, so...
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Bring the catapult up. We're gonna get some grape shot in here. Right, fire. Let's see this in action. That worked. There you go, that's a grape shot. It's a little difficult to get, you have to get really close up to them. Look, I'll kill them all.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today.
Oh,
The
for
enemy's walls belong
fuck's
to
sake,
us
you
now.
cunt. Fire! Quick! Fire! Get them shots off. Get some shots off now! Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, they'll pay for that one. Right, unleash the horde. Right. Bring forth everyone. Bastards. Pretty sure that we did see the grape shot, so that's okay.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Watch Barlin get killed by fucking Balancer's shot. No, in my luck, that would definitely happen.
Our men have taken control of the city.
Are they all dead? Oh, there's a few left. Cut them down. Wipe those orcs to the face of the earth.
Our men are
There
winning
you
the
go.
battle.
It's
If we
over.
continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Oh, it's 1-2 there.
Our men
That's
have
one
taken
guy there.
Be in awe of the victory we have won here today.
Here you want. 47 hammers against the bad. Dwarven Capital got the most kills, they did very well. There you go, that's one settlement. Perfect. I think that's judging from, I've received 6 messages from one user on the Discord, so I've got to open my other monitor. 6 messages from one user and 13 from another. And I can see the mustering ground and the halls of Valhalla have been used. That means someone's either left the server or has been, so someone's left the server and rejoined, or vice versa. And also a message has been, there's a discussion hall message open as well. So, oh dear. Something looks like something's actually kicked off, so I don't know what. I'll look later. Well, I'm too busy fucking up Angmar, I don't care. Fight amongst yourselves. Right. Take over drone. Oh, Lord Scold! Oh, how good of you to join us. It's about time I mount your head in the spike. I don't know how the faction leader then, but some random dude probably. Oh, it's about time I pay you a visit. Yeah, the Doomstack will appear, but next turn it's over for Angmar. It's over. Of course, that rebel Doomstack will probably just wander around the world, but I don't care. I don't care. Fuck him. Do what he likes. Yeah, I don't know what's happened on Discord there. Probably some argument or something. And someone's left, or someone's been banned, or some moderator's not just decide to do their. Oh, that's nice. Well, I like that. That's nice. Go over Drine. We're back again. Look at this. All Dwarven catapults. Love you, game. Unleash all legions. Destroy all. Fire! That was way too loud. Oh my god. Oh, they. Oh my god, they're defending the walls. Oh, you sure about that? Oh no no no! Move out the way! 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 The lag! The lag!
My lord, we have breached our enemy's walls.
Before we destroy the towers. Destroy the towers. Destroy the towers. Destroy the towers. Tower. Yeah, that means destroy it. That means destroy the tower. Hello, destroy the tower. Destroy the tower. What are we doing? Just destroy the tower. 98%. 98%. Destroy the tower. Just, oh my god, destroy the tower. How are you missing? Just hit the bloody tower. There you go. Fuck me. Christ. How hard was that? Not hard at all. Move up. Right, run forward. Are they insane? Do they even know what's behind these walls? What's going on here? Why are you... Oh, for God's sake. Right. Artillery's as its fun. Right, begin the assault. Yeah, I'm very lazy with this right now. I'm not all that bothered if we lose loads in troops. We've time to have fun. Oh my god. How they're up there. Right, fire. Kill that dude, banner carrier there. Oh my god, he got whacked in the face and died. The dark blades on the walls. We'll see. We'll not save them. Oh, they're coming up here, aren't they?
Our men are winning the battle.
What are you doing?
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Right. Time 6 it. Right, let's move up there. Right. Alright, what are we doing? Get the dark blades. Can we not get up there? I'm waiting to that side. What are you doing? Attack.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
What's going on over here? Oh. The Iron Crown Warriors get them around the flank. They're dead. What's going on here?
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast,
What are you doing?
victory will be ours.
I have no idea. I have no idea what you're doing. Why can't we cross over there? I've no idea. Whatever. These guys just wasting my time. Why can't we get up there? But they're shooting you and you can't shoot them. What? Alright, elves, just chase them.
Our soldiers have
Come on, Scald. It's time for you to meet your end.
Us now. Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Ah, my lord. Our good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
Good.
We have sent the
Kick his
cat to
ass.
hell.
Let's send some troops down here to help.
Now is the time. Now is the time.
Oh, they're all dead. Right.
The enemy
Yeah, it's over.
army in all
There you go.
victory
There's quite a few
will
men. We got hit by the walls a lot. Skin chain 194. The skin chain's got the most kills. Oh wow, that's crazy. There you go. That summons ours, and Scald is dead. Hell yes. Oh, the message that the other guy sent that was at 6 has now gone to 7. They're desperate for my attention. Don't know why. Surely if it's an issue with I don't know, I don't really care. I will care when I reply, but right now I'm a bit busy murdering Angmar scum. I may just weighing things up. I don't know. I may when I finish killing off Angmar, I may like go around. Obviously, I'll probably use cheats to do it, but I'll wipe out. I'll basically set up my kingdom in the way I want it to be. Like, it's got another title. Right, let's bar them. Hang on. The Unstoppable. I like the Great personally. The Great is what we use when, you know, chronicling the great history of Balin and his great empire. Oh, we need a bigger tier. Brewery. Give me all those. And the guild house is ours. This place is finally bloody ours. The cost of Durin, damn it. But, you know. Sacrifices must be made and all. Build the pub. Right. We know what's coming now, we need to be ready. I'm pretty sure I've moved everything around. Oh, we see our Dwarven stronghold in a second, I'm looking forward to that. We get that in there. That's our main stuff we want. Even though victory is basically won. We'll get the army barracks, even though we've basically won. What do you want to build here? Get the great roads. Yulestone. The great roads at Persical as well. Why not? Oh, hello. Even though we basically won, but I'm going to recruit him anyway. There you go. We'll take our nice row of elites there. Smoking house to keep everyone happy. And there it is, Ramsberg. That dwarfen. Oh, I like that. It's cool. And we get our guild house as well. Beautiful. We'll most definitely do that. Kids will collab. It's got its. We can take the way station. Again, I might go for the miners quarters. Right. And so let's do a quick save just in case it crashes. As this game does seem, that's no reason. The game is pretty unstable right now. So like I'm happy to end it fairly soon. Because if we were to fight Isengard and Dunland, and plus we're gonna fight them in the Durin series anyway, we would sort of like be what's the word? The game will be keep crashing after each battle, and it would just be a pain in the ass. I can't be bothered. Yep, I'll probably be done with this recording for the rest of the night. I may, I don't know, I might do it. I'm not sure. Angmar and Wrath renewed, but yeah, I might go through and like set up everything, build all the settlements and stuff like that. But I don't know if I can be bothered. Once I've taken out Angmar, I'm kind of just ready to go, to be honest. We've got our Mithril mines, we've got everything pretty much at high tier. I may just use cheats and quickly just go through and put everything to the max and go from there. Angmar and Wrath renewed. Beaten again and again, the force of Angmar see no hope, but there's an orc that would stand to last. This reminds the Horde of what could be, a land free of the whip, free of the labour, free of the harm many would cast upon them. After the slaughter 1,000 years ago, there is no orc in the north that does not fear a repeat. However, seeing this defiant orc ignites embers in the dark heart of the shadow. For this horde will not rest until the glory of Angmar is restored, and all who would deny the Angmarim their wants, dead. Their wants dead? I think so. Where is it? Gunderic. My favourite. Let's have a spy. Spy. I spy, mine little eye. A lot of Iron Crown Warriors. I spent. Oh, it's got some Snow Trolls. It's not the best. I mean, it's a Doomstack, yeah, but it's not really. It's not something I'd think. Oh my god, look at the size of that army. Not really.
Let us settle matters on the field of battle.
Right, this is the last settlement they've got. Oh, Hunvorn, you're in charge. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, this ancient blade was used in the Barrow White's Dark Ritual and holds a terrible curse. He's got the Iron Crown of Angmar. He probably picked it off or somehow with it. Hunvorn was originally a man of Cardland, serving valiantly alongside the king to repel the Witch King. However, seeing his strength, the Witch King personally enslaved Hunvorn, and made him perhaps the first of the loyal race of Angmar. He has served the darkness ever since, but has spent much of his immortality roaming the high peaks of the Misty Mountains, until he can properly serve the Dark Lord again. That time has come, and it shall end as well. Oh, captured enemy armaments, okay. Right, let's end this. Actually, let me quickly take a look at the stuff that's been construction, yeah. Recruitment, yeah. Announcements. Strongest faction, yeah, there you go. Strongest faction. Yes. Begin the attack. Yeah, it's fitting that Hunvorn is the one. We've killed Hunvorn, we've killed Skuld, we've killed Agandau, we've killed countless, we've killed Drangu the Bloody. So we've killed their starting generals. Now it's time to finish the deed. Let's do this. I also don't want to carry on too much longer because otherwise there's a risk that Bree might suddenly just... or something might happen where the Blue Mountains get attacked somebody and I have to choose between who I'd rather support, and I don't really want to fight the Dwarves of Ered Luin. The Dwarves of Ered Luin did choose their path and they chose darkness, but I feel as if they can be redeemed. Right. What say you? Right, let's go for the gate. Attack! Right, that's that. Right, I'm gonna go. God's sake, it's far on the wall. Fire on the wall first. Bring it down.
Send our men through to slay our foe.
Oh, is he right there? He's right there. Let's have a look at them. I haven't seen them yet. Ooh, I think I have, but oh, look at that. Ooh, I love that. Just love that model. Where is he? Where is Hunvorn? Is that actually Hunvorn? It should be. Oh, they're coming out! Oh my good god, oh, this is gonna be a massacre. Run. Are they going for it? Oh, no, 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 they're not. No, they're not. Right, run forwards. Where are they off to? Let them come, let them come. Right. Well, what are you doing? You were coming out to my catapults. Come back. Right. Right, fire. Right, let's get ready. Now, focus on these guys. Focus on them. That's not working. Right. The catapults are done enough. Advance. Here we go.
Just point the way. Let's get going. The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Right. Begin the great push. Let me just get everyone in shield and wall. Let it begin. I thought push through, push through. Angmar's last gasp here. It's over, Angmar. Give in. Right. We push as best we can. This is only good in melee, 11 attack, 17. That's actually not bad. We get them involved. Keep holding on, guys.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Yeah, we've got this. Shame we didn't take out the towers, but that's fine. The Barrow Whites over here. Against our first legion. Yes, when this series does end, we can bring up the Elder Scrolls Total War series, which will be fun. Unless the Eredor campaign somehow finishes before this, but I don't really see that happening. I'll be damn well surprised if it does. But before we can start the Eredor series, we've got a lot of Eredor series. The Elder Scrolls series will be... Got a bunch of other things to do first. Come on, move him. What are you doing? Right, move up.
Enemy is slain. A worthy enemy.
There goes Overhaul.
No less dead. We must press our advantage.
Where are they? They're still fighting. Oh, that's cute. Kill them all. Make sure they don't. There you go. And that's it. Overlord Hoodenvorn is dead. How many troops got the most kills? Oh, First Legion got the most kills, and the Reclaimers. Both did very well. Deeping Guard did well, Hammer Guard did well, and Catapults is quite decent as well. Okay, perfect. And that is the end of Angmar. Unless there was something hiding away in Mordor somewhere, then... Well, I don't know. The Rohirrim, the Horsemen of the North, came and dwelt in the Greenland of Rohan, and the Rohirrim aided the Lord of the City in their wars. But yeah, I've got a lot of other things to record first before we can move on to the Elder Scrolls series. So this will go on to about... We could possibly... We could be uploading this around October, November time. That's... No, you know. There you go. The Chieftain of Angmar is dead. Faction destroyed which realm of Angmar? And they are dead! And yes, victory is ours! Okay. Well, that's it. Let's, know now. Right, let's save that. Okay, well that's it. That is basically all there is, really. I haven't got anything else to say, really. We're going to toggle phone now, I suppose. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Don't look at that. Yeah, Mordor and Isengard are kind of really powerful, but we don't look at that. We don't look at that. But eventually, I'd like to imagine, law speaking, we would have turned our attention down south, possibly against End, Wife, and Dunland, and then Isengard, and eventually would have helped Gondor repel Mordor into the east. Durin's going after Rune quite well, so he probably would have helped Rune out. Would have sent a few legions to help Rune out, and then help Durin out against Rune. A few legions to the south to help the Dol Amroth against Harad and Umbar. And eventually, peace would have been restored to the realm. After many, many, many years. But yeah. The Dudain is still hanging on. Got Hanumanas. Fornos Orion's still there. Bree still is Bree. Osul must have been upgraded. So is Furnace Durin. That's quite powerful now. Imladris. Bruinos. Oh, look, it's Glorfindel. They did take Austin the Phil as well, which is good to see. I like to imagine they've restored the Gwyfi Murdine and brought back Doran Austin. Farbad still had Dunland. And Wife has just really kicked the crap out of Bree right now. But the Duodain are coming down though. It's good to see the elves now. That's a hell of a name. Erul Telsian. What a name. Fiflond. Forlon. Harlon. So now Eredluin, I imagine, would all turn their attention and his wife as well. Especially now as we've just killed them all. Erebor probably would have gone south to help against Rune. Woodland Realm definitely would have gone south. There's nothing better to do. Okay, there you go. That is it, really. I have no real desire to carry on. There's no need to now. We're done. We're done. I mean, yeah, I could go around and kill the rebels off, but that's not really exciting. And yeah, we could have gone a bit further. We could have gone against Isengard and Mordor and Dunland, but I don't really give a shit. I could do, but like it's just like, do we really need to? We're already really powerful. We're already such a powerful faction. Like, I just don't think it's necessary. And also, we're going to be fighting them with, we're going to be fighting Isengard literally around here very soon with our Free Peoples campaign. And by the time you're watching this, we're probably already fighting Isengard with the Free Peoples. And with the Free Peoples, and probably when we reform Arnor, I expect we'll fight against Mordor. So, I'm going to save that for another time. I don't know what I'm going to do. Will I return to DAC? I probably will return to Divide and Conquer. I definitely will. There's a lot of factions still I haven't played yet. And there's definitely... I can definitely see myself coming back. I don't really see why I wouldn't. There's still a lot for me to do on this mod. And we certainly shall. No idea who I'll play next. I don't really know. We'll probably do our Elder Scrolls series, which will probably be on the Stormcloaks, which I believe they're still high on the voting list. I'm pretty sure. Last time I checked, which is like a couple few like yesterday, but I don't think it's checked. I checked it today. But it's fine. It's not too big. What I will do now is actually go ahead and do the process CQ cheat, just to show you what all our stuff will look like now it's built. So this is Framsburg. I won't use like the population cheat, but this is so say we build everything in Framsburg. Got loads of money, so not a problem. Hall of Owlay, get that built. Yep, so that's all done. Now we can deal with that, I guess. If we want to do the same at Rakiberg, which is only got one settlement, so we do that. Now that we've won the campaign, I'm going to sort of just cheat the buildings through, just so we can see what they, just can see how it's all going. Because eventually these buildings would all be built in time. It's only a matter of time till we put them all together. Birds are cool. Is that not? Oh, is that because of the U? I don't have the accents on the keyboard, so I can't do that. Mount Gunterbad, is that right? Gunterbad. We have to put it together. Let's try and do that. No. No. Oh, there you go. That did it. Maybe if I try it for Birds Cool as well? Let's just... Yeah, try that. Someone not found. Yeah, I can't do that then because it requires me using the accents on the keyboard and I can't change the accents. Birds are... What? Birds are cool, sir. Okay, we'll go with that, I suppose. Well, we'll show you what Mount Gunderbad will look like if we built everything. Yeah, this place will make a lot of money. Merchant's Quarter. Oh, get Merchant Infantry. I didn't realise that. Let's go. Yeah, we've got all the elite troops out. I don't think there's any real... Yeah, we're way really powerful. I'm gonna give myself some more money as well. And I'll do that. There you go. So Gundabad would be quite powerful. Not biggest income as Khazad-Dûm, but that's still pretty good. Trade's very good there. Let's do Latash. Latash, we won't be able to see everything because Latash is... Our culture isn't quite there yet. I think our culture is there with, Gunterband. Well, it's not far off. Yeah, 89% of Gunterband already. Perfect. I don't know why we call it Berserkle. I just removed that. We can't show you Berserkle, but essentially the roads, well, they would have looked like that. Basically. Right. We'll look at the roads at Latash. I always like the roads. Just... I like stuff that shows the map. It shows the progression of the map. And also stuff that shows our settlements as well. Like the upgrades of our settlements. Latash. Oh. Graham. I'll go through little epilogue stories with all our generals in a second. Is it going to be Mount Durin now? Oh, it will be. Oh, okay. That's different. So does it do if you like change the name of a settlement? Or is it for a certain amount of time? I don't know. See how much money we can make from this place. Look at that. 5 grand, that's not bad. I know some people might not like me doing this, but it doesn't matter. We're going to end the campaign off anyway. What if I just change vertical to ignore you? There you go. That worked. I thought it had to be like. I didn't know you could just change the name of a settlement. I thought you had to like actually. It had to be like with the name in the file or something, but I didn't know you could do that. Okay, I mean that's handy. This place is going to get our elites as well. Like, look at that. That's going to be awesome. This place here as well. We've even got merchant infantry as well, which has been cool to see. But we'll see that whenever we play as Bree someday. Who knows? Could be very soon. No, probably not. So I won't get your hopes up. It won't be very soon. Sorry. I got way too much other stuff that I want to do at the moment. So yeah, I wouldn't mind playing some Stained Steel at some point. I may have already done it by the time you're watching this, but I wouldn't mind doing that. That'd be kind of fun to play. 5 grand from there, going around to 4,000. So Mount Durin makes more than what yeah. I remember that comment I got ages ago when someone said to me, I got pointed out like so many times that I pronounced Khazad-Dûm wrong. It was in like the Third Age 4.0 faction overview, or the Dwarves campaign, and someone just like, yeah, well you've said that wrong, and I was like, well no, but you had to tell me like 40 times. So not do it all the time? Don't know. Oh, hang on a minute. I know what I'm doing wrong. There you go. Yeah, I imagine it is going to change over time how much we make. It's not a whole lot though. Mines isn't massive. But yeah, mines aren't going to be big over there anyway, let's be honest. Oh. Let's have a look at Barshall Lake, see how wealthy that place would become. It's also interesting to see how wealthy they would have become, and also the stuff around them as well. Interesting feature I found about Medieval 1 is that you can actually destroy castles and build castles. Like, that's actually really cool. I did not think that was actually a thing. But yeah, there's a lot of cool features in Medieval 1. It's just a shame that I can play it. Like, I can probably play it at my own time, but also, it's like the fonts are really bad. The fonts? Not the fonts. The, what's it called? So basically, like, your resolution. It's just really bad. And also, it wouldn't work for recording either. That's not for record being built. I could go through and give these all settlement names, but I'm not going to be bothered. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this campaign. It's just a shame to see it go. But, such as all things, some things do come to an end. Oh no, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Right, this is a this is a big name. Can I do? Yeah, I can do that. Bari Don Yonak. Is it Bari Don Yonak? What a mouthful. That is a mouthful. There you go, I did it. Yay! That has been upgraded by Durin. This is cool to see. Barketta. Oh, we're getting that built. I didn't realize like, that you can actually like get settlement names. You can like change the name of the settlement and it counts the process CQG. I generally thought it required the name of the settlement that was created with in the files, but it didn't. I was like, what? That is just so surprising. Oh, we can get a port up here as well. So I'd like to assume that we balance up a trade network in the north. Because we can now trade with the Grey Havens and everyone else. That's cool. Does it show a bit about that out of interest? Let's all like. Oh. Trade. Sea imports for Hammerfall. So it's made just for Hammerfall. It doesn't go that far west, sadly. I mean, trade is like 28,000. Like, that's just massive. 20 grand mining, 7,000 farming, taxes 4,000. Like, taxes isn't even much. It's crazy. I have to end the turn just to see what happens. Furos. Oh, go with Giant. We'll do that. This will probably be a bit of a long episode just because we're ending things off here. I don't really want to make another part, like do an epilogue. We can just do it in one video. We don't need to do that. There you go. That's up. Fully built. Oh, Ansel, which I will change that to a normal U just so I can put it in easier. I don't have accents, sadly. Yeah, if you didn't know cheats, this is a good example. Oh. It's fairly simple. Ansel, partial leg, that's done. Morphetaf will be a village forever, sadly. Oh. There you go. Get our little building done there. Helagrod, let's see what we can get here. I expect this will make a lot of money once we've done with this. Oh. It will be it's a shame to say goodbye to this series. It's been a very fun one, but we've been going on for ages now. So I think it's definitely time to move on. We're definitely I probably will take a break. I won't play as... Well, I'm not going to take a break. I won't play as the Dwarves for a while, I don't think, because we've already played as them. I think we'll just be repeating ourselves too much, especially if we're fighting the sort of same enemies. Kidzulkala. Where is that? Hang on. Let's just quickly... because they're like... I hate this line. There you go. I'll give the accent... Bring the accent back later. There you go. That font looks really odd. Like, the way it sort of, like, moves really weird. We got here. Oh, Arheim. Let's get that going. One last go. Yeah, Arheim was going to be like the colony of the Bjornings that we would have eventually settled in our lands. I also like to think that the Bjornings inhabited the mountains of Helagrod. Probably the Bjornings would have gone to Kidzulkala, that been hit sort of Herobrand sort of area. Kidzulkala, probably Rakibo and Fransberg, and you also that have been the settlements of the Bjornings in the Khazad-Dûm kingdom. Right, let's get this place built one last time. I might have to quickly change that a bit so I can do it better. There you go. There you go. See how much this place makes. So we'll order it 20 grand and see how high it goes. 21 grand. Ooh. Oh, only at 22,000. Yeah, 22,000. Wow. That's one hell of a settlement. Let's have a look at this. Trade 9,000. Mine 6,000. Trade's actually outranking it. Building 3,000. Admin 2,000. Tax bounty's kind of pissing people off, but it's not too bad. Helagrod, Fenholm, Arheim, Zurich, Zagil, Karas, Gardholm, Lim here. Wow. Fantastic. You can tell how much trade is getting from you when you look at the roads outside. So cool. Zerxagil. Yeah, nearly about to make 5,000. Nice. Yeah, just about nearly coming up on 6,000. Look at 6,000. Oh, not far off. Not far off at all. Maybe the Grod's the last one, isn't it? We got Heather Grod. Well, and then the Rod. God, that's a mouthful. Well, it's a mouthful, but it's An and a Rod. An and a Rod? It's An and a Rod, isn't it? I think so. Yeah. And then finally, Nova Nogrod, which we had some troubles taking, I remember. But we did eventually take it, because we had to give it to the Ered Luin, and then they betrayed us. I can't remember, how did we get it off them again? Didn't we attack them again? No, the elves attacked it, didn't they? I think the elves lost it, or we brought it off them, I think. Yeah, things you think of. Not a lot of income from Nova Nogrod, really, but oh well. Right, well that is basically it. What I'm going to do is actually going to... I want to try and delete all this, but... Oh, it's not gonna... We're ending the turn, hang on. We'll click end turn, and then that'll sort of just see what happens. We'll stay a toggle foe. Oh, Dogwardor's been taken. I just noticed that on the mini-map there. Dale's taken it. Oh, wow. Well done, Dale. Dale's done really well there. Oh, that's good to see. So, yeah, it just shows the evil factions. Yes, they're powerful right now, but they won't be powerful forever. Even now, Isengard is fearing that we're coming for them and is trying to bribe us or treat with us, talk diplomatically with us. But it's just not going to work. I'm surprised we don't send a company of dwarfs out there to bash his skull in, really. But no, we're meant to be the good guys. Like, we're the good guys. Lord Dogwardor's dead. Dogwardor's final stands. Khazad-Dûm. Dogwardor cleansed. Oh, wow, look at that. Dale. Well, there it is. Zagluck is coming. Oh, Isengard's got some troops. So I'm about to attack Arheim. Or they're coming around to attack the Bjornings. Well, that's interesting. Lynn here was taken by them, but I like the snowy little backdrop. That's lovely. Right, where do we begin, I suppose? Well, everything in the north is ours, so essentially all this now will become the Kingdom of Khazad-Dûm. Like, we're not going to be giving it to elves or dwarfs or men, or other dwarfs or men. All of this will be the Kingdom of Khazad-Dûm. More big, massive kingdom. There will be certain areas that will be given off to, giving population bonuses to different races, like Bjornings will live. I don't know about elves. Elves, I assume, will probably just remain in their forest. I doubt they'll come and join us. They might come in to trade once every few weeks and months and days. The Bjornings, stuff like that. Bjornings and middlemen might live in the lands of Kisl Kalar, Framsburg, Rakuberg, Yulstone, and Arheim. Men would probably go into castles and fortresses and big fortresses for money and for work, probably. There's definitely good work to be found as a blacksmith, I'd imagine. The remaining dwarfs would eventually repopulate the lands, so Berzikul, Mount Gundabad, Hellegrod, Khazad-Dûm, Nova Nogrod, as well as Mount Durin and Tash and Khan-Dim would all become big population places full of dwarfs. As for orcs would have either probably all been killed off, I'd imagine. Possibly, maybe some orcs might have been allowed to live in the forest and stuff like that. As long as they agree to never attack the lands held by the King of Khazad-Dûm. But whether or not they'd live, I don't really know. But I feel maybe some mercy may have been shown and some of the orcs were allowed to go north and live in peace or live in the forest lands and stuff like that, as long as they wouldn't become bandits and things like that. Or some of the orcs were given given safe passage. Well, I don't know. Maybe they were given safe passage from the Zerxagil to there, but I doubt. I still think they probably would have just been killed. Again, maybe a few of them might have been allowed to live in the forest in the far north or been allowed to move into the north. But who knows? Yeah, men definitely probably would have remained in these places. There's still a lot of men around. So I think definitely would have lived in some of these sort of lands down here. Probably some of the hillmen of the north, Rudal, would have stayed in this area. As well as just normal Númenóreans and men Dunedain. And the remaining bandits in the area would have eventually been hunted down with the combined strength of the the Dwarves of Khazad-Dûm and Eredluin would have come to help with their armies, because they would. Erebor might have come over to help as well and help cleanse the Dwarven kingdoms and keep the Dwarven lands safe. The elves would have helped, probably. The elves eventually would have gone to taking out more of Dunland, and probably the Khazad-Dûm Dwarves would have helped them out. Look at that. They're already going for the Farbad now. Eventually, Bree and the Durin, with help from the Dwarves and the elves, would eventually push back against Ern's wife and Dunland and reclaim the lands. And eventually, the Dwarves probably would have helped Durin reform the Kingdom of Arnor, and maybe later on down the line, reunite the reunited Kingdom of Gondor and Arnor. I don't know if he's still alive, Aragorn, but if he is, then I guess they'd do that. Eventually, it would have helped against Isengard as well. Oh, wow, look at that. The willingness is cut through them. Eventually, Isengard and Mordor would have continued fighting each other, and eventually we would have showed up and kicked the crap out of both of them. Isengard would have fallen first, and eventually we'd all mass upon Mordor. And eventually we'd help against... After that, we'd help against Rune and the Men of the South. And eventually, peace would come to Middle-earth. Let's go for the family tree. So we've got a lot of people. So Khazad-dûm, obviously, is the lost brother of Balin. The lost brother of Balin was eventually captured by Mount Gundabad when he tried to lead an expedition against the Orcs of Gundabad. He failed. He imagined there to be goblins up there, but he was surprised when the Snow Orcs were there, and the Snow Orcs were much stronger than the goblins. But he's alive now, and he has two daughters, Alda and Fulla. Gnarly, who sadly died in battle many, many years ago now, did have one daughter called Sprund, and she'll probably go on carrying his weapons and stuff like that, and going on. There's a lot of females going to be taking up leadership roles soon. Obviously, Fra sadly passed away as well, quite a few years ago. His two sons, Narfi and Glorin, will carry on his name. And his two other daughters, Bis and Erd, will also carry on. Oin has 4 children. He has one son, Fra, which would have been his heir and successor. His daughter, Hades, Druin, and Fror. Fror? I guess Fror, yeah. Balin would go on to have Sigilin, as he eventually would have become the Queen of Khazad-Dûm. Eventually, Sigilin, I'd imagine, would have married... Either she would have married someone here. I don't know, because of the... I don't know. Sigilin, I'd imagine, would have probably married possibly one of the great-grandsons of Dane Ironfoot, possibly. Or he would have married... Or she would have married a prince of Eredluin, possibly. But Eredluin's more of a... They're not really a kingdom. I think Eredluin's probably become a kingdom now. So there's 3 big kingdoms the dwarfs around these days. Sigilin either would have married someone from Eredluin or Erebor, or she would have married possibly one of both his children, or one of Fra's, or probably one of Oin's son Fra, I'd imagine. I'd imagine that what would have happened. And eventually Oin's... Well, they're sort of all the same family. So the Khazad-Dûm line will probably stay in the Khazad-Dûm line, and eventually... Some years later, Sigilin and Fra would have many sons and daughters to carry on the line, and would have all sort of lived on. I don't think they would have gone into the similar to what happened in the 4th phase, like the elves. I don't think the elves would all elves and dwarfs would all leave. Maybe the elves possibly might go into the go to the Undying Lands, but I think the dwarfs would have definitely stayed because they're bigger, they're powerful, and I think they would have stayed in the land. Especially with the kingdoms of Eredluin, Khazad-Dûm, and Erebor. Eventually, there would have been a trial called over at Eredluin. The Grim Fan would have been probably executed for his crimes and all that. And eventually, Eredluin would have been, well, signed an official peace treaty with everybody else. Well, they already had before. But they will sign an official peace treaty, basically just saying, sorry. Probably recompensation would have been paid back to the elves and the lands that they took. So that's fine. Let's go for the generals. Where is everybody? Latash currently has Durin. Durin... What's the word? So Durin would have just stayed in Latash, I think. There's a lot of generals we have around. Durin's right now in Latash, overseeing the lands. Eventually, Durin would have taken up office over at Mount Gundabad and Burzgul, probably would have stayed there. Mount Durin would have been held by Durin himself. He probably would have kept hold of Campbrin and Morvatharth and the lands of Helogrod as well. His little realm. And in the north we had Navi, who kept hold of, probably will be the warden of the northern lands, I suppose. And we'll keep an eye on the port and trade in the north as well. And keep an eye, watchful eye on the borders to see if any orcs come south. Who else we got left? We've got Gobadrine, yeah, Bofur. So Bofur is not the prince, he won't be the prince, he's sort of the regent, I suppose. If Balin was to die, but Bofur's done his job. Both will probably just become lords of Gobadrine, Barshaleg, Athlin, Nokvaraclaw, and probably would have stayed in that land. And probably would have become an official ambassador to the Dunedain and the men of Eredor and Arnor and stuff like that eventually. That's what I think he would have done. Herobrand will of course go east, taking up his... I don't know where his seat would be really. I'd imagine his seat would probably be either Kinselkillar, I guess Framsberg, because that's the big dwarfen stronghold now. So I guess he'd probably take up arms there. Or no, here go the Helogrod. Because the other guy I mentioned will just stay in these regions. Here go the Helogrod, and that would be his like official domain, where Bjornings, dwarfs, and men will live in the area. And he also have like Framsberg, Yulso, and Rakiberg. Kinselkillar and Arheim is his big sort of like settlement of regions. That's what he'd be lord of, and eventually his children will stay as lords. Whether or not they succeed from the Kingdom of Khazad-Dûm is a different story. They could. There could possibly be some rebellions later in the line where the Bjornings might want to break free and become their own kingdom, or wish to join with the Valesmen. But whether or not that would happen, I don't know. It depends on the relations with the dwarves, really. But I think the dwarven relations would be strong. I don't think there'd be any issues, really. Next we've got Lonnie, who is obviously from the Blue Mountains. He may have passed... No, I think Lonnie would have gone to possibly Novigrad, because it was given to Eredluin once, and he'd probably stay there as his official lordship. He'd probably take command of Anarod as well, and that'd be his little domain there. And then moving on to... Who's next?
Come and get me, you coward.
Turin? Yeah, Turin. Turin probably would have stayed in Helogrod and helped the elves mingle into the lands, I think. Turin may have returned to... Because his backstory was that he was going to get Dogwood Door or something, wasn't it, I think? That was my original idea of him. So after the time when Dogwood Door and all that's been wiped out, he returned to Dogwood Door and eventually set up a elven kingdom in the south and become the new king of that region. Because originally we were going to take Dogwood Door, but I didn't bother in the end. But Turin will return home and take up governance and seat and become a king in the king of southern Woodland Realm, I suppose, or southern Greenwood, I suppose. Who's next? Floy. Ah, yes, what's Floy? Where is he? Ah, he's over here. Oin, I think, would have gone to possibly become the Lord of Zurich Sigil. Barden, of course, would have returned to Khazad-Dûm and taken up governance there. Kurin Duri would have stayed as like governors and advisors in the area, I think. Floy is a veteran of old, so I feel as if Floy probably would have retired. Floy might have, because Floy, I'd imagine, in this lore we create for him. Floy is 77, he's not that old, but Floy, I feel like, would have gone and retired. And probably either, because he did come from, how was it? He did come from Erebor, didn't he, I think? Yeah, because he fought in the Battle of Azanulim Bazaar, so he was from Erebor, so I think he'll return home to Erebor and just live out his days there in peace. Or he might go into the Iron Hills, or Kirik Gaful. Or he may go further south and seek out the dwarfs of the Araucani. That's what I think he might do, actually. That's a good idea. I think he'd go down to seek out the dwarfs of the Araucani. And maybe Oin might go with him, actually. Yeah, Oin, Floy, and Cazador will go south and try and find more dwarfs of the Araucani in these mountains here. Well, they're not quite the mountains, they're a bit further east. But that's what I think. They might have gone east to find more of the dwarfs there and help them out, help them establish their kingdom, and perhaps help them with other things as well. Who knows what the future of them that they would go on to do. Who knows, maybe someday I'll make a fan fiction about the Oin, Floy, and the Cazador expedition. Khazad-Dûm would have gone south because he thought, why not? He's got nothing. Actually, no, I don't think Khazad-Dûm would go. I think possibly Durin. Yes, Durin would go. I think Durin would go. Yeah, definitely. Khazad-Dûm would probably head over to Mount Gundabad, considering he went to try and take it over once. He failed, sadly, but he probably would have stayed. He'd probably go to Mount Gundabad and Bird's-Call and establish his little kingdom in the north. Well, obviously, the kingdom would be part of Khazad-Dûm, of course, but he'd be the lord of the northern eastern marches, I suppose. Whereas Na'vi would be north of the west. Balin, of course, would have gone home to eventually remain. He would have gone to Khazad-Dûm and Zuruk-Zagil. That would have been his two little domains. Kuri and Duri will just be in my story, I'm going to say they're brothers because of how similar their name sounds. Kuri's the older brother and Duri's the youngest. I think Duri would have given lands in An and the Rods, and I think Kuri would have been given lands in Arheim. I think the Bjorning settlements would have been mainly up in this area up here. I think Arheim might have just been given to a dwarf, I think. So that's what will happen. Balin would rule both of these areas, and he'll eventually become the king. And Balin will live many, many years. He's not exactly old. Well, 73 is fairly old. You don't die in this game to 120, so like he would have been around for a very long time. So, yeah, Balin would have remained king forever, and eventually Balin probably would have died of old age, and eventually Sigurlin would become the next queen, and then eventually her son or daughter would be the next queen or king. And that's probably what would have happened there. And then eventually, with Sauron dead and Saruman gone, peace will eventually return to Middle-earth. And, yeah, that's basically the story. We've gone on for an hour, so, yeah, I consider this an hour-long special, I suppose. But yes, that is all for now. That is all I have to go over, really. We're done. We're done, basically. There's no need to carry on. Khazad-Dûm is done. I would offer to send people the save game, but the thing is, though, it's going to be outdated because I'm using a version of AGO which you can't get anymore. I'm also using a early access build of the Dwarven TLC, which you probably can't get anymore because that build is probably outdated or just not used at all. I don't think it's even up for download anymore. Do you have any units around that I might put in settlements just to make it all look nice? Yeah, like I said, the rebels before would have been hunted down and destroyed. Eventually, they won't do anything wrong because the AI is usually passive. The rebels are passive usually. That was a port up in Goba Dry. I didn't realize that. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Let's do another save just to wrap things up nicely. Okay. That is all for now, so I thank you all very much for watching this fantastic series. I had a lot of fun, and I would have may have continued had we have not had the other Free People's campaign going, and I might have decided to go and possibly fight Isengard and Mordor. But as we're doing the Free People's campaign, where we're both going to be fighting those factions, Isengard and Mordor, I don't see the need. Plus, we're going to be fighting the goblins and sort of Gundabad orcs and Angmar as Eridor, so, you know, doesn't really matter.
I am here only to
so, yeah, on that note, I'm happy to end it there. I know some people may want me to carry on a bit longer, or, you know, but then again, what's the point? The campaign's done, we've won, we've fulfilled our victory conditions, we've got things. Our capital city is Khazad-Dûm, probably will stay as Khazad-Dûm. Faction leader King Barn, the best general was Oin, which I think could be said, oh no, I think he might be actually. Yeah, I think those guys only get command stars if they're attacking, I think. But yeah, Oin is the best general, so naturally Oin would have led... It makes sense that Oin himself would lead an expedition to find the Dwarves of the Oricani and help restore their kingdoms. Look at that, overall ranking, oh my god. Let's have a look at that. So Khazad-Dûm... Oh no, not quite, not quite. Who's at the top then? Is that Mordor? Yeah, Mordor. Yeah, Mordor and Isengard are very powerful, but Khazad-Dûm is starting to take them out. That's the overall ranking. Yeah, military. We're actually going higher than Khazad-Dûm, higher than Isengard and Mordor. That's interesting. Yeah, Khazad-Dûm production's going up massively. Who the hell was that? Was that Mordor that took a massive drop there? Look at that. Wow. Oh no, we just missed that. Population ranking. Oh no, not quite. We're not quite there. Mordor, look at them. Yeah, it makes sense. Mordor has a lot of stuff. But Khazad-Dûm isn't not that far. It needs to get higher than that. Financial Khazad-Dûm. Look at that. Look at that. The second we got our mines, mithril mines going and all the cool stuff, like, we were making so much money. What's that grey bar there? Oh, Dark Lord of Mordor. Yeah, that's funny. Territorial. Oh, Khazad-Dûm, we're actually higher than everyone else. We do hold 25 regions. I thought Mordor had more. Oh, maybe not then. No, okay. Yeah, we're not quite yet, but we're getting there. We're definitely getting high. Top 5 factions. Is that, Is that Durin? Durin. Dale. They're the top 5. Okay, that's interesting. Living factions, so pretty high. Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty good. A lot of factions did take a big hit to all that. So we got 25 regions controlled, 15 cities, 10 castles, 13 generals, 6 battles lost, 115 won. So vastly superior. 126, 126. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Year 3001, which is funny because that's, well, not really. If we go back 1,000 years to 2001, that was the year I was born. So it's quite funny. I think King Balin would have been known as the Great, not the Unstoppable. But some of the small folk would likely say that. But to many, he is the king. He is the great. The greatest king the Dwarves have ever known. Maybe greater than Durin, perhaps. But yeah. We'll wrap this off now. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for all your support of this series. The first episode is... Oh, I don't even know. It's at a lot of views, I know that. It's like 3,000 views, something like that. Which is fantastic. A lot of the views of this series were pretty decent. A lot of people enjoyed this. I think a lot of people, they were dying off towards the end because I had a lot of breaks in between the campaign that sort of slowed things down a bit, which is a bit of a shame. But nowadays, as we go into the future of the channel, those breaks probably won't happen at all. Only if I'm on holiday, possibly. You might get a few delayances there, but I don't think it'd be too bad. I think you'd be fine. We got a toggle foe. Just to see. Oh, that wrong thing. There you go. I keep doing this now. But yeah, that is Khazad-Dûm in a nutshell. And what a campaign it was. Just fantastic. I really enjoyed it. And we'll definitely return to Divide and Conquer, that's for sure. There's a lot of factions and submods and mods and all sorts for us to check out. And we certainly shall cover them. Might do some more stuff other than DAC. You know, DAC is a big mod, but there are other mods out there that I'd like to play. Such as the Elder Scrolls Total War, which you hopefully should be seeing straight a week after this, I'd imagine. Or it might be a little longer, depending on how long it takes me to set it up. But it shouldn't be too long. But anyway, that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. And I wish you all a fantastic day or night, wherever you are. And farewell.